and it's been kind of slow, so I've been helping him with a 6.4 power stroke out of this tired F-250 with a 6.4 in it. Everything has broken. Every bolt is rusted. They put like that thick of freaking Loctite on every goddamn bolt, and every body bolt to take lift, because there's no space. Ford engineered it.
Why would
you got to lift the cab off to do anything, basically.
They don't want it to shake apart.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, like that freaking thick of Loctite. Like it's not like a couple threads of Loctite. It's that much of threads on that much of a bolt that has Loctite on it. And they, like every one but one broke.
What color Loctite were they using?
I think it was pink Loctite. It looked like pink, if I remember right.
That's like a never come off Loctite.
Yeah, I know. But they designed it so that you got to take the body off, pull the cab. I mean, GM's the same way on some things, but, Ford is, especially, you have to take the body off. And especially on a 6.4, which is just, it's just there. Like, yeah. And if it wasn't for being in, like, an inconvenient spot on not the stall that it was in,
right,
he probably would have taken, like, the body. But we basically had to, like, help him kind of assist the body, like just kind of move it enough where we don't break anything that's connected, like basically to the point where it's about to break something, like either the parking brake cable that we didn't disconnect, just enough room because he's replacing the up pipes, from the manifold to the turbo pipes for some kind of code, because used cars sold it, even though we told them that this was a POS F-250 that should have gone to the auction. And then the customer's like,
but it's diesel, man.
I know.
Got to roll coal.
Oh. I don't even know if a 6.4 can roll coal. I don't know if that's possible.
Aren't those ones that sound like vacuum cleaners?
Oh, they're...
Yes.
Yeah.
My dad has one. Yeah.
They sound like vacuum cleaners.
6.4.
Yeah.
Oof. But it's twin turbo, bruh.
Sounds like a Hoover vacuum cleaner when you drive next to it on the freeway.
Right. Trevor had a 6-liter open straight pipe, and it was just whistling Willie, just like farting whistles, just driving off in the distance. Like every time. He got rid of it for a Dynamax. Got himself a dually. I don't know. I have no use for a diesel. Jeff's got the Mini Max, then the Colorado.
Yeah, but that's still not a heavy duty truck.
No. But it can tow what a 1500 can, from what I understand.
And they get obnoxiously good gas mileage.
And he did, because it's out of powertrain, he deleted, I was talking to him, and he deleted some stuff, like emission stuff. Because
Jeff did?
Government. But
well, he works for the government. Nobody's ever going to catch him.
Right. But he deleted, like, I don't know, the EGR or something. And he said he gets, like, more power, better gas mileage. Like, yeah, because government got to make diesels, like, they just imagine. I mean, I get where they're coming from, but they just imagine just rolling coal on every diesel ever made. Like, Europe is fine. Every 3 cars is a diesel over in Europe. But in America is...
They all cheat. Every manufacturer cheats.
So I was watching that, I don't know, it was a couple of years ago, the Volkswagen scandal, right? And the narrator guy was like, yeah, I had a TDI Jetta, and I feel like I've been letting the world down because Volkswagen cheated. And I'm like, dude, it's not that big a deal. Like, your world is not coming to an end because you bought a TDI Jetta, which already gets like 40, 50 miles a gallon, on a practical car. Like, I would rock a TDI Jetta as a daily driver, like a manual Jetta wagon or hatchback TDI. Like, I would rock that and then dump it before all the electronics crap out. But, it's a solid car. But he was, like, devastated. He thought it was, like, the worst thing. Sin committed.
Literally, the only reason that I drive a Civic is because it gets good gas mileage. It's not for the environment. It's because it's cheap to get from place to place. Now, you see these people with the Teslas and stuff with their their little green saying license plates.
Yeah.
We're in Ohio, bro. You're on coal power.
Right.
I actually did the math based on, you got to figure in some losses for the generation and stuff, but my Civic is more environmentally friendly as far as total CO2 created going the same distance as a Tesla on coal generated electricity.
Because it's like...
Now, it's close. So you get a super duper fancy effing car that's just a little bit worse than my 2007 Honda Civic.
I thought it's something to do with the amount of emissions it takes to get to the special, I guess they call it rare earth metal that's in the batteries.
The neodymium.
Right. The amount of emissions it takes to just extract that kind of metal to make the batteries is like the equivalent of a gas engine driving X amount of miles. So it kind of just balances out. So you're just,
Well, because they really are rolling coal
Yeah.
to get that out. I mean, you got to think all the trucks they're using, none of those are gas. They're all going to be diesel.
I mean,
5 miles a gallon kind of thing.
It's not quite there yet. I'm not like anti gas engine. I mean, it's enticing. Instant torque. Electric motors are instant freaking torque. My problem is range and how quickly I can get that range back.
Dude,
So
and
if
you're
I
going to
can
be
get-
sitting there, you're like 100 miles
and
into
also-
a trip, and you're going
and
to be like,
also
I hope I have enough to get home.
Right. Also affordability, right? Which will come in time. Like once these hoity-toity people keep buying Teslas and whatnot, the manufacturing process, the technology will get cheaper. It'll get better. Like it's just not there yet.
Everything's going towards graphene.
Right.
I mean, that's the future. I feel like.
And so once you can get, a 400 to 500 miles out of a $30,000 to $40,000, price range, and charge, at least most of it within a reasonable amount of time, which will come in time, is the infrastructure,
Right.
obviously, because like in DC area, charge points are everywhere, like
right,
everywhere.
But then
But
the other
Columbus,
issue that you have is once cars trade hands, or what are they having? They're having issues with some of these rebuilder YouTube dudes that take these totaled out Teslas and they lose their supercharge or quick charge capabilities because it's been.
I'm not too. I know I've read that before. I'm not too keen. Like, is it a subscription service or
It's
like
a
a
software
buy VIN?
lockout.
Huh. And there was also an article I read. It was like some early Tesla owners were having. I guess there's like a module that basically captures data, but it's central to the communication line through all the modules. And once this data fills up, it basically locks the car, like undrivable. And Tesla's not releasing new modules. So basically you have a bricked car. And apparently it's like the aftermarket that has, from what I understand, has tried to remedy this. But it basically records your driving and things of that nature. And whatever this module is bricks once it gets so full, and then it just locks the car. You're not driving, which is ridiculous to me, but